This is Real Life Unfiltered. I want to tell you the reason why I decided to keep my wins private in life. Prior to when I took this decision, guess what? You and I know that as kids growing up, we were being told that we have to celebrate with others so that good things will happen in our life also, so that others will be able to celebrate with us too. And so at every point in time, we want to do our best to celebrate with others and then share our own wins with others. And that is why even in our churches, we are being told that we have to testify of the goodness of God in our life. And so we have moments in our services that we are being called out to testify. Okay? And growing up with this idea, I never knew that there is an ugly part of it until adulthood made me to know that me always sharing my wins with people is really draining my peace and my focus in life. And so I decided to keep my wins to myself. And that does not mean that I don't celebrate my wins. It's just that I keep them on the low key. I make it private. Now, adulthood made me to understand that there are some persons, when you share your wins with them, they might be smiling with you, but in their deepest hearts, they are not happy with you. And so you will see that instead of them to be happy with you when you tell them your wins, they will say, okay, now, that is just fine. They will make everything look so casual. You are expecting, for example, you tell your friend that I am being promoted or I have a job. That is good, thank God, and that is all. You are expecting the person to ask you, where will you be working now? How do you get the opportunity? You are expecting questions and then hugging a lot of celebration and all the rest. But they will just do it as if it's not worth celebrating. They will look at it so common with a cold heart. Just because it didn't happen to them, it happened to you. And I got to know that it's like there are some persons that are so comfortable with you only when things are rough with you. And when things are rough with you, they openly celebrate you. And then when they see that things are getting better for you, they treat your wins as cold. They don't take it as something important or worth celebrating. And so it drains. It's heartbreaking. Knowing that someone you expect to rejoice with you is not, is taking it casual and unimportant. It's so annoying. But I got to realize that if I am to enjoy my peace and have a free heart to live with people, then I must make my wins private. And since I decided to make my wins private, I have been experiencing extraordinary peace taking place in my life. I rather allow my wins to speak for themselves, because sometimes our wins are so visible for them to see. And so if the win is visible, you don't expect me to throw a party. You don't expect me to make it look so formal. You get it? I don't. And there is something that struck me the most. I said, life, people can be so heartless. I had an uncle that grew in his discipline. He was a lawyer, and then he grew up to be a SAN holder, as in a senior advocate of Nigeria. And when you are counting how many persons have that qualification, if you count from 1 to 3 in the state, he will be among. And so I was so happy that I've gotten a loved one that has grown to that level in life. And so as he achieved this progress in his life, he decided to celebrate with his loved ones. And so he invited as many acquaintances. He invited family members, friends, co-workers. And guess what? On that day that he threw this celebration, you know what happened? He was poisoned on that occasion and he died. It shocked me. I was like, human beings can be so heartless. Come follow me shop. It has turned to bad thing. How will on earth will someone have such a heart? Someone called you. God has done it for me. I have achieved. Come and celebrate with me. And then you poison the person to death. Out of what? And so that really taught me something great in life. And so I had a tough lesson that I can never forget, because I lost someone. And you see, this man, he promised giving me a job. First of all, he took me to one bank for me to work with. And then the opening, he said no, that he did not want me to do a marketing job. The bank said it is marketing that is available. He said no, he does not want me to be a marketer, that I should hold on, that is going to place me on somewhere. My dear, when I heard the news, I was shocked and speechless. And so that day I came to the conclusion that it is not everyone that smiles with you that is your friend. Some people smile with you, yet they are stabbing you at your back. Some are laughing with you. They are just looking for an opportunity to eliminate you. And so I learned a strong lesson that as long as I live, I can never forget. And so I said to myself, no matter how God blesses me, I will make my celebration private to avoid stories that touches the heart. There are some persons, when you tell them of your wins, they start comparing themselves to you. They felt, why not them? Why you? They tell you words like, it is because you have long leg, and it is because you have connection, and you have luck. And you ask yourself, you worked hard for this job, you worked hard for this opportunity, yet someone is telling you there is luck. That is because you have long leg. If you had not prepared yourself, you wouldn't have been able to get the opportunity, and so you merited it. But just because they want to rubbish you, they will say it is because you have connection. It's just luck that made you to have it. I got to realize that there are some persons, they enjoy when you are struggling, when you are operating on the same frequency with them. And when once they realize that you are overtaking, they start having negative thoughts against you. They start having bad plans against you. You see them behaving funny towards you, not because you have done anything wrong to them, because you have shared your win with them. And now it becomes a crime. When you share your wins with some persons, they make you to feel bad. They see you as if you are bragging. They call you names that you are pompous. They start, saying words that will hurt you to you. And then when you retaliate, you become the bad person. And so I came to realize that sometimes, if you want to keep a relationship, because people are unpredictable, you can't predict their character. You can't really tell how some humans behave. There are some things you can't do. Some persons will be comfortable doing them without their conscience pricking them. And that is why you have to keep your wins private. Me keeping my wins private doesn't mean that I am now ungrateful. It doesn't mean that I don't celebrate my little wins and even the big ones. I do, but I do it on a low key. Sometimes when you share your wins with people, you make unnecessary attention to be attracted on you. And sometimes You realize that after sharing a win, instead of you to be celebrated, instead of you to experience peace and rest of mind, you see problems, temptations coming here and there connected to the win you share. And I've come to realize one thing about life. People work with the information they hear. And so in the name of sharing your win, sometimes you overshare. And so they work on those your lapses and then they use them against you. I always pray, let me be able to control my mouth. It is not every time I should talk. There are some moments you just need to smile. If you want to avoid unnecessary attraction of bad people, mind the way you share your wins, because you never can tell who you are sharing this your win with. What thoughts did the person have towards you? It matters. And so I am encouraging you. I don't know if you and I are opposite each other, but as for me, it's a decision that has come to stay in my life. Sometimes you share your wins and people work on those informations against you. You share your win with somebody, and then sometimes we have heard stories of people being kidnapped, of people being robbed. Why? Because of a win that they shared with people they think is their loved one. God has blessed me. I just won a contract worth 5 million. Before you know, they will arrange with smart 419 people and then come with deals that will make you to go down. And so we have to be really careful. The world is full of bad people and then good people also. But it is not written on people's forehead who is good and then who is bad. Most times, those that smile with you are the ones that are betraying you big time, are the ones that are stabbing you big time. Therefore, celebrate your wins in low key. If this video really makes sense to you, I want you to share it with someone, because you never can tell who this video might really be a means of rescue to. I want you to also drop your comment in the comment section below. Are you like me that have decided to keep your wins private, or you don't care? You are this type that you must share your wins with others, not caring the consequences. And if you are watching this video and this video makes you to remember when you shared a win with someone or people and then it attracted unnecessary attention to you, I want you to share your experience in the comment section below so that others can be able to learn from them. Okay, this is Real Life Unfiltered TV. Here in the channel, we talk about human experiences real time that people face in silence, yet most times people are not willing to talk about them. Here we spill it out just the way it is, without filtering, without padding, without faking. Everything you get here is real, and that is why it is Real Life Unfiltered. I love you. I want you to be careful on how you share your wins. Until next time, I am Dora Bob, your host. Bye-bye.